Hi, I'm Amy Rinskoff and I do the kids table at the farmers market. The kids table started, I think, 5 seasons ago, and it started because I was a mom who realized there wasn't anything for my kids to do at the market. So I would come to get vegetables and talk to people, and my kids would say in 5 minutes, "Let's go home." So I thought about what do kids like to do, and they like to do art and they like to try things out. And I also wanted to help teach kids about seasonal produce. And one of the great things about the farmers market is that strawberries happen in June, but they don't happen in September. And kids don't usually get a chance to talk to anyone and find out why. So the kids table does 2 different things. We talk about food, and then we use that food in an art project of some sort. So today it's August, and we're doing corn, and talking a little bit about why we have corn in August, but we don't have it in June. And then we're using the corn to roll on paper that's cut out like a fish to make fish scales. And 4 years ago, I realized I wanted to be able to spend more time and money on the project, and so I looked around, and ENCA said that they would fund us, so we made a proposal to the ENCA Society, and they provided the funding for our tables and our chairs and all of our equipment. So everything we do is for free to the public, which is great because kids come and they just plunk themselves down and they take over the table and they get to be creative at the market.
Pulled into Nazareth, I was feeling about half-past dead. Just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just smiled and shook my hand, that was all he said. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw it coming and the devil walking side by side, he said, "Hey, Carmen, let's go downtown." He said, "I gotta go, but my friend can stick around." Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Go down, Miss Moses, there's nothing you can say. It's just on Luke, and he's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Adeline? He said, "Do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Adeline company? Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me." Captain Campbell, won't you take me down the line? My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Annie. You know she's the only one who sent me here with her regards for everyone. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me.
Well, we know about the fair, but what the heck is INCA anyway?
Right.
Big question. Well, actually, the organization has been around for a long, long time. It actually started out in 1902 as a girls' sorority in the high school. They wanted to be able to do social service, as we have continued to do over the years. That was disbanded and then recreated at the request of various organizations in town to come back. And so here we are. We have the NCA Fair, of course, that everybody knows. We have the shop as well down the street on Main Street. And I will tell you this, you will find great clothing at tremendous prices. You're never going to see it anywhere else. So fills up half my wardrobe. Seriously. So anyway, so here we are, and we're trying to just get ourselves known out there. We're always looking for members, by the way. And we do have a website, www.ncasociety.org, and you can get more information there. So we raise money, as I said, through the shop and the fair. And where does that money go? Well, I'll tell you what, it goes to through NCA grants, goes to a lot of different organizations, most of which are Winchester-based or local, one or the other. So, to name a few of these, are the Gents, the Historical Society. We've got the Winchester Recreation Department, the Foundation for Educational Excellence, A Better Chance, Friends of the Library, the Police and Fire Departments, Visiting Nurses and Hospice, and the Middle School and High School Programs and Equipment, and the Community Music School, and the Right Luck Farm, and the Winchester Historical Society, as I said, and many more.
And we're very happy to be here at the Farmers Market today because it's a great way to say hi to your neighbors, to meet new people, and besides enjoying a gorgeous day outside with lovely relaxing music in the background, to meet your neighbors, say hi, and be able to answer that question, what is the NCA Society? Because most of the people in town do see us at the fair and they don't really know what we're doing or why we're there, and it is to raise money to go back to the community. I'd also like to add that we've received a generous grant this year from the Cummings Foundation, and in their 100 for 100 organizations grant, and that will be greatly expanding our social service programs during this year, and we're very grateful and thankful to have that opportunity to help out the community in some of the less visible needs that the community has. So, thank you.
My laddie and me. His father, he frowned on the love of his boyhood, and oh, his proud mother looked cold upon me, but he still followed me to my home in the Shield, and the hills of Brettleben rung wild without me. We traced our love on the king on the mountain. The deers in the road stood brightly to me, and my love's trying glass was a pure crystal fountain. What then was the world to my laddie and me? So I look at the west as I go to my rest. That happy my dreams and my slumbers may be, for far in the west lives the lad I love best. He is seeking a home for my baby and me. When to this country I first came, my mind for love being free, till the beauty of a female fair, it so enticed me. Her cheeks were like the roses red, and her breath that smelled perfumed, while her golden hair waved in the air, most comely to be seen. Well, it being a Monday evening, my love I chanced to meet. I took her in my arms and gave her kisses sweet. I asked her if she would marry me, or single would remain. Or if she crossed over the seas with me and leave sweet Bergie stream. Well, if I would cross over the seas with you, I might be much to blame. If I'd cross over the seas with you and leave sweet Bergie stream, young men are false in general. Perhaps you are the same. You might leave me there to rue the day I left sweet Bergie stream. Although that the sun, it may withdraw no more to show us the light, or that the moon, it may refrain no more to rule the night, that the twinkling stars, they may fall down and never more be seen. Well, the day or the hour that I'd prove false when far from Bergie stream. Farewell to Legends, a place of sport and fame. Likewise to Kilmacran, that stands near Lurgie stream. Farewell a while to sweet Erica, likewise to Sweet Shore, where I spent many's a happy day. Will I ever see you more?
And I started a business called On the Edge Knife Sharpening about 8 years ago, and I'd worked in the movie business for 25, 30 years, and I got up one day and looked out of my motel room and saw the meadowlands and thought, no, I'm 55 years old. There's no way this is how I want the end of my life to be. So I sat down and I thought, what can I do for a living that I don't have to like live like this, because you know, I couldn't get a corporate job. I'm very non-corporate. So I thought, well, maybe I'll carve pumpkins, which is why there's pumpkins on my website. But like, yeah, you can make money doing that for about 5 minutes. And then I thought maybe I'd make boxes for ashes of dogs, but China's got me beat on that one, no matter how nice the wood I use. So I thought, well, what do I need that I can't seem to find? And I thought, well, you know, I don't know where there's somebody that sharpens knives. So I sat down and I taught myself how to sharpen knives. And then I started to beg people to let me come and sharpen at their places. And so when I started, I did really small markets. So I did that for 3 years, and then at the Carlisle market, I met a man named John Lee, and John Lee runs Allendale Farms. So through John Lee, I got into Allendale Farms. At the Carlisle market, I also met a guy who makes goat cheese, and he sells to Formaggio Kitchen. So he talked to Formaggio Kitchen, and I got in there. So those were my first 2 real-life places that I got in. I applied as a fluke to the Rosendale Farmers Market. It was the first real farmers market I applied to. And they said, sure, we'd love to have you. And then it started. Then I got into the Brookline Farmers Market, and I got into the Lexington Farmers Market. And you know, it's just, I got bigger and bigger farmers market. So what I do is I sharpen it by hand, but I use an Edge Pro, which is just a jig. So you figure out what angle you want and it stays the same. Like, people bring me Wusthof and Henkel's. That's fine. They bring me Calphalon and Cuisinart and KitchenAid, and those are not as good. And some guy had sent me an email saying he had really good knives, but he didn't give me any information. He just said he had really good knives. Could I sharpen them? And I said, I think so. And he showed up and he had custom Bob Kramer knives. But custom Bob Kramer knife is a $4,000 knife. Japanese knife that somebody brings me every 6 months, and every time he brings it to me, I'm happy. It's a Yoshikane. Nice knife. People bring garden tools. And then, like, I have a drapery group that meets twice a year, although it's not here, but I have a drapery group that meets twice a year, and I do their scissors, and they all have, since they all, you know, sew for a living, they have really good scissors, so that's fun. And I now do 9 Whole Foods. No, I'm really glad I'm really glad I did this, because I used to go to work and be totally not happy. Now I come to work and I know a lot of the people that come. A lot of them will sit and talk. I mean, it's more like a community, where before it was just a job. I mean, this is, you know, it's really nice. October, I'm back here, and then there's a Thanksgiving market, and I go to the Thanksgiving market.
She was really there. From that tree up to daily care, from Galway to Dublin town. And made out seem like the town calling, and I met with the county down. And she onward sped, sure I shook my head, and I said to the feeling rare, I said, says I, to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me, and he says he, that's a gem in a Highlands crown. Rosie McGann on the banks of the Bank, she's a dog for the county town. From Bantry's Best up to Daly Gate, from Galway to Dublin town. And made our scene like the brown Galway that I left with the county down. chair should be shirty then, so I'll dress in my Sunday clothes. Get my shoes shone bright and my hat cocked right, for a smile from the nut-crown rose. No pipe or smoke, no horse or yoke, till my blouse with the rust turns brown. Till the smiling bride from my own fair side sits a start with the county town. From Bantry up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen with a brown coffee that I melted the county down. No maid I've seen